Alright guys, this is how we're going to start this video. As you see, it's nice and cold out there. I got the truck running. But this is my weather station. We have -12. At least there's no wind. So it is -12 out there, guys. I'm in my house. I'm all buttoned up. I gotta go get the heat on in the shed. Ella, I'll be back. Oh man, is it brutal out here, guys. These are the days that separate the men from the boys scrapping. But this is going to be a good video because I got a lot of cool things going on today. Wait till you guys see what we're doing today. And the only reason why I'm out here in the cold, what do I say? I say if it's cold and crappy, I'll skip work. But I'm out here 7 o'clock in the morning on a -12 degree day, and you're about to see why. It only means one thing: money. A wise man once told me, once you know how to make money and work hard, you'll never be poor. Well, this is how I make my money. Alright, so yesterday I picked up this washer dryer. I gotta take it out so I make room. I'm gonna put it on the trailer here. Yesterday I ripped apart an old generator, and there's all the work, not ductwork, but all the skirting for it. There's the engine. It's a Mitsubishi cast iron block. And we also did a furnace yesterday. The guy ripped it apart. We had to carry it all out of the basement and around the house in the snow. This is not looking good, guys, but I got to get this out, and I'll tell you what we're doing. Alright guys, so this is what we're doing today. Let me pull my mask down. You guys aren't going to believe this. You don't even know. On this trailer, in these barrels, is all these brass valves. There's different kinds. They're all covered in snow, but let me show you. This one's full of brass. Some of these are on that one. They're all, taken out. They're trying to separate them. Right here in these barrels, guys, on this trailer, is 7,000 pounds of brass. You heard that correctly, guys. There's 7,000 pounds of brass in these barrels. It was purchased to be cleaned up, but the guy that's been doing it, he was supposed to have help, but everybody bailed on him. And this stuff is already paid for, so you got to clean it up and get paid for it. It's one of those deals that you purchased it dirty, and then clean it up and you make whatever the profit is. So these valves have an aluminum handle, and that plug is steel, and then you got the plastic cap. But then you got these guys. You got brass on the end, and you got a steel rod you got to cut out. You cut that, or you could spin it out. Take a chop saw, cut it, and then turn it out from this piece here. It all comes apart from the end. They're a little bit harder to clean. And then you got these guys that are the pressure valves without the springs, the older ones. They don't have, these are just clean. This is just clean. So there's 7,000, almost 7, I think I said over 7,000 pounds here. And then the first load that they started, there's some in this barrel, some in that barrel, some in that barrel, some in this barrel, some in that barrel, some in this barrel, some in this barrel. So there's about half a load here, and then they took another load, but this load never got done. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna start going through and sorting. I have the heat on in the shed. I mean, it's still below zero out here. Let me show you in this barrel. This barrel is already separated with all these springs. So I'm going to try to get these light enough to where I can get the barrels on the lift gate here. But that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Hold on, someone just pulled in. All right, I guess that person didn't want to talk to me, which is good, because my irritation level is going up. Guys, this is like a ridiculous amount of product. And from what I hear, there's going to be as many loads like this as you could take. This place was selling it like this, and they felt that they were getting beat up by local scrap yards. So they're looking for smaller guys to buy the loads from them, which is what this guy did. And he fenced it out to somebody else, you know, because he can't do it all, so he trusted another guy to do it. And the guy's been doing it. He's a friend of mine. It's just too cold, and you know, he can only do so much. He's been sorting and separating it. So I got them first 2 barrels in the truck. Man, is it freaking brutal. But yeah, I mean, guys have no idea. Every barrel is full, and you can't even move them. Some of the barrels are 800-900 pounds. Like this barrel right here is probably 900 pounds. There was 12 barrels, and I think he said there was like 7,600 pounds. 9, 10, 11, and then the one dumped here. So, the one there. That one right there. There's 2 barrels dumped right there. I mean, that pile right there, guys, is just probably 700 or 800 pounds or more of brass right there. And every barrel, there's the little rounds in there. They were sorting it. And some of the stuff has like these crummy pressure valves. And like pieces like this, they only have like a little bit of steel. And I mean, the pipe is steel. There's not many of these things. There's a couple of these. Most of it is the valves. You know, as you see, some have gauges on them. But I don't know what he paid for it. But he told me that it wasn't a lot. I think he said it can almost triple your money for what you're buying it for. I mean, that's a good deal. I think anybody would have took that. And there's just brass in every one. Like there's another one that's full. And those ones are just upside down, those 2 there. But, so some of this is from the first load. I don't remember. I know he said that. I think he said these barrels here are from the first load. I think he said these 3 barrels. I don't remember. I'm going to wait for the guy to come back. He had to do something, give somebody a jump start this morning. And I think this barrel and that one, I think, is from the not from this load. But yeah, guys, that's what we're going to be working on. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today. If I can just get it back to my house, get it in the shop, and let it fall out. The stuff got snowed in and everything. This is nuts, man. It's funny because I used to work for a scrapyard way back when, and they were the ones that used to buy the stuff from them like 25 years ago. And I remember we used to get tractor trailer loads of these barrels on pallets, and they were paying like 70 or 80 grand for a tractor trailer load. And they were paying us $12 to $13 an hour. As kids, we were ripping the stuff apart. We were cutting them with chop saw and taking all the little plugs out and stuff. That was like my summer job one year, and I was doing my own scrap metal on the side. So I kind of know how these things come apart and everything. But, I mean, this company, they're the largest company out there. And it's nuts, man. They got a little bit of a ride to go pick it up from where we are. But I could secure this trailer and strap them down and get this trailer back to my house. This is the guy's trailer. It looks kind of sketchy. I don't see a license. Oh, there's a license plate. Who knows if the lights and the brakes work. But I tell you what, if there's almost 8,000 pounds of brass on there, not including the barrels, and that's going to be a sketchy pull. I'd rather just empty them out and bring them back to my house one at a time. Then I could just put the barrels back on the trailer when I empty them. I don't know, I got to figure something out, but yeah, Steve should be here any minute. I'm going to back my truck around and move this pallet and see if I can get the rest of this stuff in today, get it back to the house.